everybody pays attention. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Trying to find his man on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So
he holds it in, and nobody's close.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, I think sometimes on first and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Now Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Line gets set, first down. The inside handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On third down, he drops the throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're fine.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Obliterates him, still on the move. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Gibson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
After the misconnection, it's second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll
execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at.
And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Coming out on first down with the play fake. makes a connection. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He'll come out throwing on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. You have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. Got his man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far.
Oklahoma 14.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Crosses the 45. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little.
He's off to the races. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Ripping through the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around him doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Finds a man on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be doubted.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Caught on the outside, it's Peace. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to scramble. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this defense?
Going over the top. He's got it down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Gibson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. completions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution.
All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah.
And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack market. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Throws toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the ground with the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
42, Oklahoma 28.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Moving past the 25. Nothing but green ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better?
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Trying play action. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Tackle is made after the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Texas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Takes it from the gun on third down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback. Off his spot. They get him off the spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down.
Flip, Jackrabbit.
They'll immediately call timeout.